Boris Pasternak was a Russian poet, novelist, and translator of the 20th century. Born in Moscow, he rose to prominence during the modernist era of Russian literature, becoming one of the most celebrated literary figures of the period. His most famous novel, Dr. Zhivago, originally serialized in the journal Novy Mir between 1957 and 1959, was published in its full form in Russia in 1987 after decades of being banned by Soviet authorities for its opposition to communism. It has since been translated into dozens of languages, and remains one of the best-loved and most widely read books of the century. Dr. Zhivago won the 1958 Nobel Prize in Literature and was adapted into the highly successful 1965 film of the same name directed by David Lean, starring Omar Sharif and Julia Christie, and featuring a memorable score by Maurice Jarre. It has since been adapted into several more film and stage adaptations. The novel is set during the Russian Revolution and chronicles the life of medical doctor and poet Yuri Zhivago, and his illicit affair with the beautiful Lara, against the backdrop of a tumultuous and ever-changing Russia. Dr. Yuri Zhivago is a physician and poet in the early 1900s, living in Russia amidst a tumultuous era. Zhivago marries his cousin, Tanya, and soon after, the two have a son, whom they name Yuri Jr. As the turmoil of Russian politics intensifies, Zhivago is drafted into the army and sent to the Crimean front. During a brief respite from the war, he visits his aunt and meets Lara, a beautiful woman with a mysterious past. Zhivago is instantly drawn to her, and upon his return, the two eventually embark on a passionate love affair. In the midst of their affair, Tanya becomes aware of their relationship, but ignores it, instead opting to reconcile with Zhivago. Despite his marital status, Zhivago and Lara remain together, hoping to make a new life for themselves outside of Russia. As revolutionary forces take control of the country, dissidents, including Zhivago, were taken in by the authorities. Tanya and Yuri Jr. flee Russia and settle in Paris, while Zhivago is sent to a Siberian labor camp. Finally, after 8 years, Zhivago is released and sets out to reunite with Tanya and his son. On his way, he bumps into Lara once again, though she has recently married another. In the end, Lara expresses her envy of Tanya and Yuri Jr.'s relationship with Zhivago and sets off alone while Zhivago reunites with his family. The novel's primary theme is the power of love in the face of adversity and chaos. Despite being a love story, the novel is set against an ongoing backdrop of political and social turmoil, making a clear statement about the strength of romance in times of hardship. Through its protagonist, Dr. Zhivago, the novel also reflects on a longing for true home and belonging, as the novel follows his journey to find peace in a time of great conflict.